So it's a Friday night. What are you planning on doing?
You are now listening to Limited Trust, a Devastator podcast. Let's get into it.
Episode 144. 144. Limited Trust, a Devastator podcast. Back again. Another glorious week in the fucking books. Actually, just, excuse me. I gotta do that in here. Actually, this week, was not bad. Not bad. But fucking busy, man. Busy. So, today, well, yesterday, actually, one of these neighborhood cats, I call him Skinny Man. I don't know. That whole thing kind of, that's kind of a thing that I kind of apparently have taken from my mother. Eventually, you know, like 30 years ago, you start out, you know, with Felix and fucking, you know, whatever, naming your cat like actual names. And then eventually it just gets to the point where you just name them by their attributes. Big head, you know, like shit like that. So that's what I've been calling like all these neighborhood strays. Like I gave up, like, you know, my neighbor, he calls them by names and shit, and I call them by fucking their attributes, because I just don't have, unless you find out that the cat has a name from like someone around the town or something in the fucking in these fucking Facebook groups or whatever that Erica's involved with. But anyway, we pull in the house yesterday, and Skinny Man is a skinny orange cat. He's like in our backyard and runs up on our back porch, and I see he's fucking laid open. He's got a fucking serious slice up him. I said, oh shit, he's fucked up. She's like, where, what? So he jumps over the railing, runs out the back, and I fucking go to find him in the backyard. He's cut wide open, dog. It was fucked up. I was like, fuck. I go, we gotta get him. We gotta get him to the fucking vet. So he vanished for the night. Then he was around today. And the cut was pretty fresh last night. It was all red. It like must have been a little bit of blood. Today there was a lot of rain, and it just, I think, had time to do whatever it was going to do. So it looked like a fucking cut of pork today. It was fucked up. So I got him on the porch. I told her, I was like, yo, go get the fucking kennel. So we got Skinny Man in a kennel and brought him to my ma's house. And she's going to bring him to the vet, who she knows so well from years and years of vetting, and get him patched back up, and unfortunately back in the neighborhood, because this is where he lives, you know. I wish I could take another one in, but that would be five, and he doesn't live at our house, you know. He lives outside, and that hurts me too, you know. But there's just so many fucking strays around here. If I just took them all in, I'd have 100, you know. And it's just not possible. But fucking, since I can't do that, I will try to pool my resources and shit with people, you know, who also are in this business of fixing and saving the animals, and fucking try to, you know, I don't know, do what I can. Because he was fucked up, man. That would have been a nasty cut to be fucking running around with in this weather where it's hotter than balls. It would have been all fucking insect infested and whatever. So thank you, Ma. Thank you, Stevie, for dealing with me and all my bullshit. But I gotta say, Ma, you made me this way. This is your fault. And then I stopped today because I thought there was a turtle that needed help crossing the road on the way home from bringing Ronnie back. But it was actually like this beautiful blue and green bird. He didn't need help crossing the road. His guts was everywhere. But it looked like a turtle. But it wasn't. It was another animal that I didn't get to in time, apparently. I'm out here breaking rules. Sorry, we just came in. So today has been nothing but fucking running around like crazy. Got the machine order out. Ronnie, I want to go to the fucking theme park. So bring him out there. Fucking come back. Do more work. Fucking got to get all this shit together for all the stuff that's going on this week. So we had to go to multiple stores. All this fucking around for hours and hours and hours. Then the skinny man thing happened. And then fucking back to my mother's house, 40 minutes to there. Well, not back there, but because we were there the other day, but to my mother's house, and then back home, and then back to the fucking theme park, like literally all in the same time, and then fucking bringing Alyssa to the boyfriend's house, and blah, blah, blah. Dude, I'm like fucking, it's 9:30. It's 9:33, excuse me, right now. And I'm like fucking finally done. I feel like I've just been running all fucking day, either running or working. And everyone in my house keeps saying, well, it's your day off. Yeah, uh-huh. These motherfuckers prey on that shit. They be like, oh, it's his day off, huh? Oh, is that so? Yeah, so my fucking day off, all right. Whatever. So the white MKA, sir, I'm sorry. I don't know if it's going to pan out. I got to do the testing, and I got to let it settle and do all this shit first, but I came so fucking close to it being right, and I don't think it's going to be right. It doesn't stick. Like, and it's the same base as everything else, all the other shit that sticks. But I think the pigment, it's not a dye, it's a pigment. Apparently there is no such thing as a white dye. So it's a pigment, it has to be carried. So it's more in tune with the paint in that sense. Even though it's got all the same makeup as an alcohol ink, being that it doesn't dissolve and become one with the fluid, it is actually carried by the other shit. Anyway, it's not paint though. I mean, it's fucking, I don't know, whatever the fuck it is. I mean, I don't know. It's not fucking, if it is, it's like super homemade paint. But I think it's, I don't know, it has ink properties. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, it might not have any fucking properties, because when I'm doing the stick test, and that's like literally like a wooden stick, the fucking tongue depressor sticks, the craft sticks. If you buy tongue depressors, it's more money. But if you buy craft sticks, jumbo craft sticks, it's less money. So, How to Be the Ink Man Volume 854 by Craft Sticks. Here's a big one. Oh, shit. So I don't know if the white's gonna fucking pan out. I gotta try it. I gotta test it in the mop. I gotta do the regular shit. And I had to get a bunch of new shit for this stuff I never used before. Fucking like, I got a lot of fucking around into this white, and if it doesn't fucking pan out, it's gonna be very depressing for me, because I thought I was beating the system by just saying fuck it, I'll create it myself, instead of getting a pigment from a fucking, a pigment supplier like all the rest of this shit I use. I fucking made it from the ingredients as they would, but, it's fucking instructions on how to actually, like, bind these two fucking, the pigment in this carrier, which the carrier is a powdered carrier. I can't even remember the fucking name of it. It's one of those long names. I would tell you if I remembered offhand. This kind of powder, they both look exactly the same, but one's a pigment, one's this carrier. And what it wants you to do is use this $1,200 fucking ball bearing crusher mixer something or other. I don't even know what the fuck that shit is, and I definitely don't have one, and I'm not buying one for this. And that, like, crushes and blends the two things together or something like that. I don't fucking know. So I just did it with a mortar and pestle. I said, we could figure this out. So I did that, and just, Give me a fucking headache just thinking about it. So I'm hopeful. I got to do tests. I primed the board black for a wall test to see how it looks. But it just looks like the stick test, man. It looks like it's just drawing down the pigments. It's too heavy in my fucking my base. Just as in I don't know if it's not heavy enough or if it's not sticky enough. I don't really know. But I gotta test it. I gotta check. And it takes a lot longer than the other shit because you gotta let it fucking, I don't know. This is a whole new thing for me, so I don't really know what the fuck's going on. So that being said, what else we got? Fucking issues with the Shopify. There was issues. It's back. Everything's back good. I changed the domain from Squarespace with Google, whatever the fuck, the conglomerate. I changed the domain and was like, fuck it. We'll just, might as well have it all there. So when it finally went through, because I guess it takes a while, it took a couple days. When it finally did the transfer, it was fucked up. Something was wrong. So it shut the site down completely. DNS shit that I know fucking nothing about. So when that happened, I get on with Shopify with their customer service, and they're in, we're going to go in the back end, pause, okay. So they're in the back end looking and they're like, no, everything looks good. It just takes time. That's when they told me that 14-hour shit. Oh, yeah, it could be 14 hours. I'm like, dude, what the fuck, man? That's not an hour, 14 hours. Where the fuck do you even get a number 14 hours? What the fuck? Nothing takes 14 hours. What are you talking about? So I wasn't satisfied. As I was getting these answers, the session wasn't even completed. I was asking ChatGPT, what the fuck is going on? And right then, Boss from Machine hits me up. He's like, oh, see, the site's down. Let's figure this out. So all this, I'm like, all right. So I got help if I need help right now, right this second. I was like, I'm going to finish up with this Shopify shit. I was like, and I'll give him a buzz and we'll figure this out. I asked ChatGPT. I explained what's going on. They said, whatever. Says, show me the fucking DNS settings. Show me a picture. Oh, okay. So I took a couple screenshots, sent it to her real quick. It's like, oh yeah, this is what's missing. You need to put this and this and this. Add this in this, do this, da-da-da, bam, fucking site's back online. Pfft. Yeah, AI is the devil, that's right. Get the fuck. So sick of hearing that shit. And then, right, so, and this is just a rant not right now. So, the whole AI is the devil, blah, 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 it does this, it does that, everyone, whatever the fuck. What the fuck is that? Oh, shit! Son, this is crazy. Hold on, I gotta take a picture of this motherfucker. I'm gonna let you guys see this. I'm gonna fucking, I'll post this on the story. Hold on. Haha, what the fuck? Cool. Well, hopefully. Son, I'm looking at the sound, whatever the fuck, the foam. And I'm like, damn, looks like a piece is falling off. There's a slug in the motherfucker. I don't know where he slugged from. But there's a slug in there, so check the story. Holy fuck. Cool. Well, whatever. I don't know. Do I put him outside? I don't know if he's going to do good in here. I don't know. He got here. Anyway, that's cool. So So I don't know if you guys seen the MQ Baker beef that's going on. It's kind of hard to miss. The fucking shit is everywhere. The Baker thing was like he had a video crying about his girlfriend or whatever the fuck, and it turned into this basically a meme, and they were making fun of him and made stickers of it and whatever the fuck, some beef. But someone on the MQ team, I don't know if it was him himself or whoever the fuck, they turned his, like, verbatim, I think, the video that the guy was crying, they made it into an AI generated, like a punk song. And the comments are, and all this fucking shit, laughing faces and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm thinking, but that's okay, right? All the same motherfuckers, like, you go look at what a couple of the foreigners, who the fuck are they? Foreign ink companies, I don't fucking remember. One of them motherfuckers, they were posting some AI shit that, like, fucking dude. Anyway, and in the comments, fucking AI, fucking AI, all this dumbass shit. And then, but then not a single AI comment. There's 100 comments on this song one, maybe even more. But not a single, fucking AI song. No, okay. But I'm sure there's like some punk garage band somewhere who would love to take your, money to make this into a song for you. Why aren't you paying them? Ooh. See, the fucking shit. This is what Mike and I were talking about, is that it's only a fucking problem when it's affecting you personally. You know what I mean? So anytime you see that, AI, you go, I guarantee it, fucking 8 out of 10, you go to their page, they got some whack Procreate bullshit going on in their page with the fucking freelance digital whatever in their fucking profile or whatever. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, your skills are whack, dog. And you know what, man? I don't know. Like I always said, when the first fucking wagon maker saw the first fucking automobile, fucking horseless carriage driving down the fucking dirt road, he probably said, fuck. I either better learn how to make that shit or I'm in trouble here. Like, it's been happening since the beginning of time. Literally, like, the next cutting edge invention, whether it be the guy who took the rock, which everyone's used to hitting each other with a rock, and then he fucking fixed it to the end of a stick, and now he's got a club, and now he's far superior. He's got some distance on his rock that he can fucking lay it upside your head. And I'm sure the other guy was the rock maker, the rock seller was like, bitch, I better find me some fucking sticks. It's been happening forever. And people to cry about it. Oh, AI. I don't know, man. It happens. Like, I don't know. People still need to, I don't know, man. Whatever. And you know what? And maybe one day it'll affect me and I'll go, bitch. But I won't say it's the fucking devil, man. Everyone thinks that shit. Oh, I seen a doctor complaining, AI spotted this lung cancer and shit. It took me 30 years to be able to look at this. Yeah, It'd be like that. I don't know. Maybe lower your prices. Humble that ass a little bit. I don't know. What the fuck, man? And then I guess, the trades guys come back in and be like, yeah. Being a plumber, huh? Let that fucking AI come in and fix your fucking plumbing. So maybe this is the tip in the scales in the other direction, but just like anything, man, it's fucking, it's what happens. I'm sure the Postal Service thought everyone was fucked when email came out, but as you can see, things change a little bit, but there they are. A lot of shit fucking, anyway. It's just a double standard that fucking bothers me. It's annoying. And even the one guy, like I was saying, was like, Oh, the energy. The amount of energy it costs. Shut up. What do you live in the fucking woods? You're on a phone. You're on a phone on a network on a server fucking arguing with me. Plugged into the fucking grid every night to charge that bitch, and you're fucking... Shut the fuck up. What are you fucking kidding me? Did you... Oh, how'd you get to work today? You drove? Oh, you drove, huh? Yeah. Damn. Man, you know all the fucking factories that fucking built every single part that goes in your car? You know how much emissions those things are kicking out? Not just the car itself, but everything that went into making that. That's crazy, right? Yeah. Oh, is it? You got insurance? Yeah. What about all the buildings that house all the people on the phone for that insurance company and the servers that run all their shit? Oh, do you pay your electric bill? Your fucking, shut the fuck up. I get frustrated with that shit, man. Fucking, but then I'm a bitch. I'm sitting here bitching about it. So, I mean, there's something to be said for that too, you know, like. Here I am bitching about because I could, and it works too because of what I'm saying. You know, when it affects you, you're bitching about it. But when it works for me, you know, I'm an advocate for it or whatever, which rightfully so. You know, if AI fucked my old lady, I probably wouldn't like it. You know, I don't know. But you could talk to AI all day about making ink. You know what I mean? It's not. Like I do. I talk to it about science and shit all the time. And you know what? It tells me a lot of shit that doesn't pan out. So it doesn't fucking necessarily mean like he's taking our jobs. I don't know. But it'll keep some of you motherfuckers on your toes. That's for sure. You know, I don't know. Hop off the Procreate. Put a brush in your hand, bitch. What the fuck? Yeah, and then when Procreate's tightening up all them lines for you, right? Texturing, gradients. You know, oh, yeah, that's funny. Oh, that's cool. How's your pencil work, bro? So, I don't know. So, anyway, that's just some other dumb shit that I've been fucking frustrated about. It's not about been frustrated, but... And then, see, another motherfucker... I'm showing the mixing area, and it is a little fucked up right now. I've been fucking busy in my life. Like when I'm down there, I'm grinding. I'm not like, oh, it's time to clean up today. You know, I'm like fucking pushing shit out of the way. And this dude says, I don't know if you caught it or not. You may have. You probably did. He said, the fuck did this dick sucker say? Oh, I probably won't be. Oh, yeah, I'll be able to find it. It's right here. He said, the fact anyone actually thinks they're getting the same ink twice. Crying, laughing face. Clean your setup, bro. Get the fuck out of here. You know, like, insinuating that because the shit looks crazy, that for some reason consistency is an issue. Well, like I showed in the other video, there's 25 different little cups there for two reasons. One, because I'm cheap. I'm fucking super cheap. All right. And if I can use that cup to pour 100 fucking 2-ounce fills before it completely disintegrates and I have to get another one, that's what I'll do. I don't just pour a set and throw it in the garbage. I use it over and over. Some of them, that Violet cup has been going for a while. A long time. And when I make Violet and I use the cup to put the pigment in, that's the cup I use for that too. Because it's all going the same place. So it's consistently, like actually very consistent. And I measure everything. Nothing gets eyed up. It just doesn't. It's not conducive to what I do. So all the different cups, it looks like a big mess. They're all labeled. All the cups have their own, and I don't really need to label them because I can just look in the cup and see what it is. But I label them as well just so I can like see it in front of me and be like, all right, that's the right cup. Because God forbid I have to pull out another cup out of the stack for Black GPT or whatever the fuck. And yeah, so anyway, so that's the reasoning for the cups. All the pickle jars all over the place, that's because I only mix red in this jar. I only mix violet in it. Like the fucking violet jar, I've been using that since violet started. I bought that shit at a fucking estate sale. I wish I could have got more of them because those things are tits. But they just don't make them like that anymore. And yeah. I got the next best thing with the big mason jars for the base. But even then, I don't like those. Like the bottom is too concave. That's still a part of the science to them. But anyway, it's not the science. I need a flat bottom. Flatter. And, but all the shit works. But anyway, so all the different pickle jars, I don't cross-contaminate. I don't use the same thing for fucking anything. Like except for the base. The base is always the same. The base is the base. So there's a jar that only gets the base. That's it. There's the plastic measured mixing cups that I only use. Like I have this cup in a base jar. So if I make a quart of base, but I only want to use 16 ounces, then I pour it in this specific cup that's just for that. And then I pour that into the fucking pickle jar. Like, there's all these things to stop the cross-contamination. All the pigments are in all their own separate jars, these nice fucking plastic screw-top jars. They're all separate. Everything's separate. Nothing is just like, fucking in bags thrown together like fucking, you know what I mean? Like, it looks a mess, but I measure everything. And things that I can't measure with the scale, I measure with a cup that has, that's a fucking volume cup. But also the one scale I do have is fucking measures volume too by weight. So, I don't know how the fuck it does that, but you can fucking change it to fluid ounces and fucking go from there. So, it's shit like that like, why are you saying something? Like I understand people trolling in the comments or whatever, but there's like a difference between me saying I've been in Attica for 14 years or, whatever, laughing at someone who got their ass beat or some shit, by the fucking police or something. I don't know. Sometimes when people do dumbass shit and they get fucking their ass beat, it's funny. I don't know. The cops are beating someone with a big stick on a horse. Those protesters and shit. I was like, damn. I was like, I want one of those sticks. And the person comments, oh, so you support the police? No, I don't support the police. Fuck them. Like, no. But also, I know they're necessary. I don't want to do that fucking shit. And none of these motherfuckers around here can police shit. So, yeah, I mean, am I putting money in the fucking benevolent fucking Elks Association to support the state troopers? No. Am I out there standing and cheering for the motherfuckers? No. Do I want to talk to the motherfuckers? Do I call the motherfuckers? No. Do I believe they're necessary for this fucking society? Yeah, man, these motherfuckers are out here all crazy. And I don't want to deal with that shit. Fuck. But anyway, all I said was, I want one of them sticks. How the fuck is that supporting the police? Give me a stick. I want to hit people with it. It's like the opposite. I want to commit an act of violence with that stick. How the fuck is that supporting? So, people these days are fucking crazy, man. So, like I said, like I was getting at, there's a difference between like trolling, and it's obvious that you may or may not feel that way, but you're definitely just saying it to get a rise out of me, whether you believe like what I do. But then you can tell that there are people that like are, and a lot of times it's with ink too, like mixing and whatever. Rust brings out a lot of fucking weirdos. That they want to like publicly look like they know what the fuck they're talking about. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like, oh yeah, to think that this ink is consistent. Oh, and I'm sure in his mind, the way he thought it was going to play out is a bunch of people were going to come in and be like, yeah, look at that fucking mess. Oh, how can you? It just like fucking boggles my mind. I'm not here doing cancer research either. You know what I mean? I'm making fucking graffiti ink with fucking with harmful chemicals. You know what? And they're not even that fucking harmful. I mean, I wouldn't drink it, but it's not going to kill you if it gets on your skin. It might not even like kill you if you get a lot of it on your skin for a long, long time. Like the one night only is probably not good for you. But the alcohol, it's not. That's the alcohol shit. It's like more of a. The alcohol is like pretty natural, I think. As far, well, I don't think you can. There's not an alcohol tree, but it's well, what am I trying to say? Like everything that goes into it, you know, there's like certain things that are maybe a little dicey, but they're not harmful. But it's the binders and everything is like pretty fucking straightforward. Like some of the binders and shit are used like baseball players use the shit. You know what I mean? Like hockey players use some of the shit. And this other shit, people eat it and for their health. You know what I mean? Like a fucking... Anyway, that's not the point. But these fucking people gotta make sure that everybody knows that they're a fucking... So no one gives a fuck. People aren't coming to Devastator because it's because it's fucking made in a factory with all stainless steel everything and hair nets and fucking, you know, people like this shit because I'm fucking making it. I'm sitting there like an asshole if it's a fucking 100 degrees out or if it's -6 out, fucking sitting there in the basement, you know, and all year, whether I'm freezing or sweating my balls off, fucking mixing this shit up, measuring, making sure, drilling every fucking hole, boring them out, fucking tapping them, doing everything, man. Like that's why people are coming here, and consistency. That fucking one night only started out as fucking standard damage fluid. Started out as just the only thing I had to offer. That's been made the fucking same since day one. So the black, silver, or white one night only that you're getting today is the same shit that left when this shit went full on, like had a list of colors and Devastator was born. Not so much in the testing period. Like when you see like the T1000 shit that I pushed back then and shit, that's a little different. We're coming up on 8 fucking years, man. You believe it? August. That's a long time. But anyway, so that's the same, and it's been the same, and it measures the same, and I do it the same. I fucking do everything the same for that. And everything for the violet is the same every single time. So thank you for listening. It's been fucking annoying me. Oh yeah, and also I got 3 fucking videos. They hit me with the strikes, big strikes, right? And I'm like, what the fuck? So this whole thing is weird, right? So they strike these things, and I'm looking at the videos, and I'm like, all right. So if I do a video on a board, or if anyone does a video on a mirror or on a glass window, a fucking spray paints on a fucking brick wall, you can always argue that that's my brick wall. That's on my building. That's my mirror. That's my fucking glass window. That's my piece of glass. That's my board. That's whatever it is. But these post boxes, I believe they were Canadian post boxes. It's clear that that's what that is. So all I could think was I couldn't argue that isn't what was going on, even though what do you call it when you fight it? Anyway, that's what I did. I always do. And I said, you misunderstood this post, I believe was the option I picked. And I said, this is not offensive in my region, is what they allowed me to. Because I was trying to I looked at all the things I could say. And I was like, I don't want it to just look like obvious bullshit. So I was like, I really thought about it, and I was like, what? And I was like, it's not offensive in my region. I don't know what to fucking tell you. I don't know. This shit's in another country. How the fuck I'm supposed to know? You know? But anyway, so they also gave me this other option on top of I can't think of the term when you fight something, whatever the term it is. Dispute. You could dispute it. So on top of the dispute, they gave me the option to it was like it was like if you get a fucking DWI and you got to go to the course. Or, you know, you get like a real bad speeding ticket and you got to take like defensive driving. They like gave me like defensive driving for fucking posting on Instagram. I never seen this shit before. It was like they reviewed the rules with me and all this shit, and like the sections of the rules that this video violated, promoting vandalism on fucking property or hurting animals. I don't know how the fuck those two things could go together. But I was like, what the fuck? So I was like, yeah, okay. And they were like, awesome that you did that. We're going to take the strikes away. And I was like, oh, well, that's fucking good. You know, thank you. But it's like, but we're not reinstating your content. And I was like, oh, okay. And then like, so within a few minutes, they were like, oh, actually, this one video, yeah, we'll restore that one. And I'm like, oh, okay. Today I look and I got another thing, and it's like, we removed your content. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck is going on here? So I look, and it must have just been like hung up, and that was the original notification. So I clicked on it, and it says, we restored your content. And it was one of those videos, not one of the ones where he's hitting the postal box, though. It was like a different one where I guess you could argue that it wasn't, whatever it was. So they restored that. We're sorry. I disputed it. It said the dispute date. It was like the 25th, and then they brought it back to 27th. Is that today? Yeah. So, or 26th, whatever the fuck it was. And I go, oh, that was the one I'd fucking disputed. One of them, one of the 3 or 4. I go, oh, that's fucking funny. You know, it's just weird. But 2 days later or some shit, or a day later, they're like, oh yeah, actually here, yeah, you can have this one back. Same dude did it. Shout out to fucking J-Rock. You know, fucking, but it's like this fucking shit. But it makes me scared anyway. So I'm like, I gotta really start thinking about that. And I might have to tailor these submission videos to be a little bit different, to maybe show less surroundings, maybe, or carefully word the caption so it's not like inciting. And then I can't remember who said it. He's like, you should just say it's AI. And I was like, oh, actually, I probably could do that. But then all the fucking psychos of it, oh, posted now, fucking posted AI graffiti. AI is cool as fuck, dog. I don't give a fuck. And if AI puts me out of business, then I'll figure something else out. I don't know. Get nice with the fucking brush, goat. All my mural guys ain't scared of that shit. And maybe they are. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you should be. No. Because computers and Photoshop didn't put out artists. You know, like, people have been able to digitally create things for a long fucking time. But there's still motherfuckers manually painting. It's fucking strange. Anyway. All right, well, that's it. It's a long... I gotta go. I love you guys. Thank you, everyone, for everything. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everyone, for always coming through. Punch Marker. Shout out to fucking Punch Marker. Shout out Machine Studio. Shout out fucking Ian Big. Shout out my homeboy on YouTube. Shout out to everybody who listens that I don't know who you are. You know, feel free to send a message and say, I listen. It's always nice to hear. And anything. If you ever want me to talk about something, fucking send me a message. Be like, yo, what do you think about this? And I'll be like, oh, hey, episode 145, Limited Trust, the Devastator podcast. So-and-so wants me to talk about this. And I will. So I gotta go eat a fucking Caesar salad. I love you guys. Take care. Till next time. Oh, next time's the 4th. Oh, I'm gonna fucking light off a firework right in this bitch. No, I won't do that. Love you guys. I might.